What's going on? It's your girl Teesh The Writer, and I'm chilling with long days, late nights. I'm an artist, a songwriter, and I'm repping that BMEG.
We out here making moves. We give you what you wanna do. Don't care about what you say. We giving you headaches, migraines, of course. Yeah, applaud this restraint. You can't afford this. I'm slicker with the flicker. Now how about the blicker? I mean it head knocker. Damn right, a showstopper. Like a corner clock, a dropper. Main reason why you won't stop her. Yeah. Blackout, no lights. Hope you ready, it's lights out. Mark, ready, set, go. We ain't worried, air 'em out. Yeah, air 'em out. Let loose, no time wasting. This right here, reality. History in the making, the making. Yeah, nigga, we on. Shut it down, we on. Speed through traffic, gotta make it happen. Shit, get the clapping, bravo. Marksman, hollows. Red full of yeah, we going like Mo. Yeah, what a good feeling. But bitches mad. Got this ambition, can't drown this feeling. Pop bottles, Moscato. Open doors, they close though. Move slow, you get left behind. Rules to the game, never blind. No sticky one, no piano lines. You jealous, don't get reckless. Young and reckless, shit is do or die. Mine no matter, why lie? No magic trick, no magic tricks. Now hop off my magic stick, bitch. Yeah.
We giving you headaches, something you can't get rid of. We post for the cam, yeah, let's snap the picture. Release that pressure, that tension, go pop a pilly. We in it, we all up in it. Yeah, we all up in it.
What's been going on since I dropped the last project, Crash Course, is basically I just been writing new material, thinking about what features I'm going to put on here, what artists I'm going to work with, what producers, doing shows, interviews, radio play. Last year I won an award for Buzz Factor Female Artist, Hip Hop Junkie Awards. This year I'm nominated again, so I'm just focused, grinding, hard work. The Hip Hop Junkie Awards, to be honest with you, basically I knew I was nominated. I really didn't, I'm not gonna say I didn't think I was gonna win, but at the time it was like so much going on I wasn't even gonna view like the announcement. So viewed it, heard my name or whatever, heard that I won. So to be honest, I really don't even know who was in that category. My whole thing was, it was just like, yo, the hard work I put into it. This year I'm nominated again, so I'm up against, I think, an artist, what is her name? I think she's from Jersey City. I can't think of it. I know I'm up against Freeze, myself, and I think that's just about it for Buzz Factor Female Artists. For the most part, it's looking good. God's willing, I'll win this year too. And
what you talk about your team?
My team is BMEG, is Brawley Music Entertainment Group, and we are a team of not just artists, but musicians, producers. Basically, to be honest with you, we do kind of everything. It's myself as an artist and songwriter. John Bourne, he is an artist. He does engineering. We have Lana, who's a musician. She songwrites too. She raps sometimes, but only when she feel like the need to. We have Ray, aka Halls, who's an artist. Then we have Eric, who's the CEO, and he's a musician. So we basically all, well-rounded when it comes to this music, not just the aspect of just being artists and having artists on the label, but basically we do everything. So when it comes time to songwrite and work with all the artists, we have songwriters. When it comes to producing and actually playing live instruments, we have people on our team that does that also at the same time. But we basically, not just a team that we are, we basically a family. Like, I dealt with, of course, the loss of my grandmother, and Eric and Lana dealt with the loss of their mother. So it hit us, kind of hard, where we really didn't know, like, I'm not going to say what we was trying to do, but it was a lot for us. But we bounced back, and we still pushing, and we still putting out this music.
What type of feel do you feel like you're coming with now compared to the last project?
For me, with the music now, is just, I feel like I've evolved in a way. When it comes to the music. Even though my taste for music was a little different. It's still different. I like all types of music, but now it's just, I feel like my writing is heightened. I write more. I'm not in a place where it's just like I write a little bit and then I don't have no inspiration, because when you go through certain things, sometimes you lose that inspiration. But you got to find yourself and get back to, the place that you was before. Now it's just like I'm so focused. Like when you've been through something that's so hard and hits you in a way where it's just like, dang, I really don't know like what I'm gonna do now. It just makes you stronger. You know what I mean? It makes you see the goal that you head into much better. It puts fuel inside of you. So with me, with the music, it's just like I'm looking at producers and I'm just like, look, we gotta do this. I'm more creative too when it comes to actually telling the producer, like, this is what I have in mind. Not really them sending me tracks, really like taking the time to actually take my vision and make something on the spot right then and there. So, my creativity has heightened, since the last project and since, the last situation happened. My creative process varies. Like, sometimes I could just be out and ideas will come to me. Sometimes, I could be in the house just by myself and listening to music, and I get ideas and I just write the idea down. Other times it's like I like being in the studio because I feel like you could vibe off other people. You know what I mean? Like I vibe off other people's energy. So that's why when I say I'm funny tight when it comes to people I work with, I mean that I take a person who's creative, serious. I don't like to work with people who doesn't think outside the box. So I like to get in the studio and we just create something right then and there. If somebody just plays something on the keys and we hear a track and we could just start writing there. So I guess it depends on how I feel, but basically I could kind of create something anywhere. That's just how I am.
All right, let's create something now, right? Let's do a quick track right now, right?
Okay.
What would be the hook? Top of your head. Put you on the spot.
What would be the hook? Let me see. Own a piece of my heart. Yeah, we can't fake it. Show you all my love, we never be replaced in. Mm-hmm. Own a piece of my heart, said we never got to fake it. Show you all my love, we never be replaced in.
I like that so far, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to get I got the beat part in my head. I'm just trying to.
I noticed ain't no beat playing. I noticed a head bobbing.
Own a piece of my heart. Yeah, we show you all my love. We never be replaced in. Mm-hmm. 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 So we never got to fake it. Show you all my love. Never be replaced in. Stand by you through the good and the bad. Own a piece of my heart. Yeah, we never got to fake it. Show you all my love, never be replaced in. Stand by you through the good and the bad. Okay. Own a piece of my heart. Yeah, we never got to fake it. Show you all my love, never be replaced in. Stand by you through the good and the bad. Baby, let's make a promise. Say we make it last. Something like that.
That's dope. That's dope. That's what's up on the spot.
Something
right
like
there.
that.
Yeah, that thought process. I saw you. No
Yeah,
beats.
yeah.
You just had to, that was good. That was some good shit right there. What's coming next as far as project or field, or are you doing any projects next? Or is it solo pieces you're working on? What's coming up next?
For me, what's next is basically I'm working on 2 projects because I just don't want people to see me as Teesh the Writer, the artist, because I was a songwriter first. So I want, people to see Teesh the Writer, the songwriter, and Teesh the Writer, the artist. Because to me, it's like, for me, it's 2 different worlds for me. Like when you're an artist, it's different things that go with being an artist. When you're a songwriter and you're just working with other artists, other singers, it's a different creative process to me. Like that's how I see it. So what's next for me is I'm trying to put out 2 small EPs, one as me the artist and one as me the songwriter. The one as the songwriter is just going to be me, that I'm writing all the songs to it. I'm going to work with other singers, maybe get a few features for some rappers. And the artist side of it is, I don't know if I'm going to put out another EP or just do an LP. I'm still undecided with that, but I just want people to see both sides of my creative process and who I am as an artist and a songwriter at the same time.
Okay, you got a name for those 2 projects? It seemed like they kind of...
For the songwriter project, I'm thinking about Memoirs of a Songwriter. That's one title that I'm thinking about. And for the other one, as me as the artist, I'm thinking about something like Writer's Block. But it's still up in the air. Like I had titles for my projects that I feel like that means something to me. Not just picking up something just because it sound okay or it sound good. Or music to me is something where I feel like it's a creative process. Like you have some people who does one style of music, even though like I rap and I write songs for singers that sing R&B, but that's not all of what I do. Like I get inspiration from all types of music. I like different sounding music. I don't like music that sound the same. I don't want to sound the same just like every female artist. I want to stand out, be different. A lot of times we hear people and they sound the same, like, okay, then I just hear this track, or then I just hear this female artist, she sound like her. So it's just basically standing out from everybody else. And every title that I place on a project is a title that means something to me. It's not just me just throwing a title in there just, for the hell of it.
Where do you want to take your audience with your music? Like, where do you want them to go with your music?
What I want people to get from my music is just to show that music can be creative again. Like, music don't just have to be one-sided. Any project that I put out is going to be something on that project for everybody. You're going to have your party track. You're going to have music that's inspirational. You're going to have music that have you thinking about relationships, from a female standpoint and from a male standpoint. So I just want people to take from my music that, okay, when I listen to this project, when I listen to Teesh, it's going to be something on there for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be where you hear this type of music, you can't relate to it. On my last project, it was music that everybody could relate to. When you heard In These Moments, that was a track that male and female could relate to, because at the end of the day, that's what we all trying to do, is live in these moments. We trying to work hard. We trying to get somewhere. For the most part, we all have dreams. So that's what In These Moments was. When you heard predicaments, we've all been in predicaments where it's like, well, I don't think I should be in a situation, whether you're a male or a female. So this journey is just, for me with the music, is just for everybody to take from it and, gain something from the music that I put out.
As far as the music you put out, right, what type of music do you see yourself maybe not putting out?
The type of music that I won't put out is, I say this all the time, and some people take offense to it, some people don't. Like, trap music is okay, but I'm just not on. This is my thing. I don't like trap music that doesn't have lyrics in it, because you could have a hood beat or a trap beat and the person that's spitting on the beat has lyrics. They lyrical. I don't like music that's a trap beat and they don't say nothing on it but the same word over and over and over, repetitive. It's not. I don't feel like that's music to me. That's just my own opinion. So I wouldn't do music, or I wouldn't work with an artist just because this person got a buzz and they just make trap music. Now, if this person makes trap music and they really spitting lyrics on the trap beat, okay, we could work together, because we're going to get in the studio and we're going to create, we're going to vibe off each other. So I just can't make trap music that doesn't have any type of lyrical substance. And the producer, I can't work with him if his trap beats all sound the same. I just can't work with you like that.
No. Speaking of working with people, as far as the people you've worked with already, who do you feel like you have great chemistry with? Like that person, your vibe real well, came out with something good?
The person that I feel like, I'm not even going to say people from my team, because, that's a given, but I would say one person who was on my last project, Timothy Ruiz. He's the person that's on In These Moments. We vibe so well together because I just told him what the song was about. You know what I mean? So for a person that didn't hear what I had wrote, but took what the song was about, what was I trying to convey in the song, and actually came up with his intro and his bridge to the song, and it matched perfectly. I feel like that's good chemistry. Another person that I work well with is, he's a singer and a rapper. His name's Solar Saris. We vibe well together too. We have written songs together right on the spot, like in 30 minutes for somebody else, so we just vibe off each other. I just like people that I feel like I could vibe with and the connection is good. Another artist, he's from Brooklyn. His name is Euro. He's a rapper. He was on my last project, and he's another one. I just told him basically what the track was about, what I was trying to say in the song. He just knocked out his verse. So I just like to work with people who get my vision and could understand where I'm coming from and create something too at the same time.
That's cool. As far as artists on this same subject, in the industry, right? Who would you want to work with?
Wow, artists in the industry. For real, to be honest with you, my number one person who I looked up to as far as like when it came to music, one person is Missy Elliott. Not just because she's a female artist, but because she's a songwriter. She produced music and she's creative. She thinks outside the box. She was thinking outside the box when, in the 90s, and people, is doing stuff that she was doing, back then. That's one person that I would want to work with. Another person I would want to work with is Chrisette Michelle. I just think that she's dope. As a songwriter, singer. She produced music as far as like when it comes to putting music together, because that's what I do too when I songwrite. Vocally produce, meaning arranging music, putting notes here. Who else? It's a couple of other people. Tweet is another person I would want to work with. I feel like she's underrated when it comes to music, because I feel like she's dope when it comes to songwriting too. A lot of people don't understand that when you hear this music and you hear people singing the music, half the time they didn't write it. They have writers that wrote the music for them, but a lot of times people think that artist wrote the track. So it's a lot of songwriters that I want to work with that became artists, because that's just how I was. I was a songwriter first, and then the artist part came with it. And Marsha Ambrosius is another one. She worked with some of everybody from Michael Jackson to Jamie Foxx. She worked with Patti LaBelle. So on the aspect of her being a songwriter, those are like my top people that I would want to work with. The top producer that I would want to work with, that's in the industry would be Timbaland. Like, he's a musical genius when it comes to putting music together and being creative. A lot of music that we heard in the 90s was produced by him and written by Missy Elliott. So that would be, if I had to choose, the number one producer that I would want to work with if I had the chance to. I ain't gonna say if I had the chance. I'm gonna say when I have the chance to, and the time comes that I'm gonna make sure making my business to work with.
That was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so we'll get to that question once somebody sent it. As far as, outside of music, what other plans do you have set up as far as business venture or anything of that sort? Because I know a lot of artists, sometimes they have different things that they also do.
For me, long term is, I don't see myself being Teesh the Writer artist for like 15, 20 more years. But songwriting, yes, like that's what I see myself doing. I also see myself having at least 2 of my own artists and, working with them when it comes to music. Another thing that I want to do too is, I've been having this idea for a long time, is we see a lot of people doing documentaries on different stuff and artists, but my whole thing is I want to do something where we gather up at least 10 artists, not just artists, but musicians, maybe producers, some artists, and we do something where we ask them the same question, and basically, I'm not going to say when did you fall in love with music or who was your inspiration, but something to that nature. And, ask them the same question, how they was influenced to do music, and who inspired them to do music. And I look at it like a lot of times in ways that we are the same. Like, you might take myself, and you could ask me that question, but you might take a musician and they might tell you like, well, I fell in love with music when I heard this song, and then my inspiration came from, this track. So that's one thing that I want to do too in the future. Maybe in the next couple years, do something like that. Get with a director and we do something like that, and just branch out like that from there, and just even show the documentary somewhere, and I guess just branch and bring in the art of the art culture, not just of being an artist, but being a musician, being a producer. Poets come from music too at the same time, because that's how I started. I started writing poetry first because young, I really didn't know how to format music. I would just write the song, write the poem out, and then when I found out how to structure a song, I would take what I've written as poetry and put it into a song. I still do that sometimes, but a lot of times we come from poetry, and musicians come from hearing, a track or hearing something that influenced them and inspired them to want to do music. So that's just one thing I want to do in the future, is do a documentary with just 10 people that's in art culture, and just branch stuff together when it comes to, the art of music.
I think I asked you like who you want to work with, but who do you want to write for? Who do you want to write something for in the industry?
Well, one person I would want to write something for, even if it's co-write something with them, one person would be Chrisette Michelle. I don't know, I think I just like her creative process. She creates music. Another person that I like that's out now that I want to work with and write for is what's this girl name? Seven Streeter. She's a songwriter too. And I would want to write something with Marsha Ambrosius too. Those is like my top people. Tweet. I guess people who I feel like when it comes to music and R&B, they think outside the box. It's not just what's the norm of what everybody is, listening to, or what people condition you to feel like, okay, that's R&B. You have to put this type of track with, with this singer or this producer with this singer to make it good R&B. When you heard R&B in the 90s, like, it was so many artists that was doing, R&B in the 90s. It wasn't just like you had like a couple that just did or was making it. So I guess I want to get back to that. It's a lot of music that I'm trying to incorporate in the next projects that I'm doing that has a 90s feel to it too. So those are the people that I want to work with and write with.
Any samples that you in particular? Because once you start dealing with the 90s and
I'm not gonna see it's really a sample, but just it's one song that I wanted to do something from. I can't think of the song, but I know it's Janet Jackson though. And
Janet got some nice sounds.
Yeah, like it was just so many. Like when you heard Brownstone and when you heard Jade and when you heard SWV track, like those was like real R&B singers, real. I mean, not just when you heard the song, but you heard vocals, you heard vocal arrangements, you heard all that type of stuff in those tracks. They really don't make those type of things no more. Matter of fact, artists really don't put that much into it. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do when I'm, working on this new project, doing the songwriting, is get back into that and work with real R&B artists, that's singers. I got one that I'm, working with, and he's from Jersey. He's dope.
You turned up on right now.
For me, it's crazy. I listen to all types of music, but I listen from, I don't know if you people heard this artist. Her name is Banks. She's a singer from Cali. I just think she's dope.
What type of music she do?
It's like, I'm not gonna say it's, now she has done some R&B because she had sung like some Lauryn Hill and Aaliyah, but her music is real like melodic sounding. I posted one of her songs, I think yesterday. I just like her voice. I just like the producers that she used too. Another artist that I listen to is who else do I listen to? I mean, I listen to I listen to the regular stuff like some Rihanna, some Chris, some
ratchets right now.
Some ratchet music I listen to. Oh, one song that I like that. I like the song not just because T.I.'s on the song, but I like the song too. Just the only song that I like that Young Thug is on is a song with T.I. I think it's called If It Ain't About the Money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I hear that song, it's a rap. That song, what's the dude name? I don't know if his name is not OGG or something. He sing, You Guessed It. Yeah. Yes, like, yo, that song had you straight going crazy, and it's so funny because I had my mother listening to that, and she was like, "What is he saying?" I'm like, "I don't know, but the song gets you hype." What else is the song? The Drake song, what is it, 6 or something like that? It's a couple of ratchet songs I listen to. And it's a couple of ratchet songs that grew on me over time. Like, what's that song, Cashing Out? Okay. Yeah, that song.
Radio definitely made the song grow on you.
Yeah, like, it just grew on you. Because when you first hear it, you like, what is they talking about? Young Thug, even though I don't know he's saying, like, lifestyle like that, too. But I don't know what he was talking about, but I don't know. Who knows what the man is saying, but whatever. I think we all like some type of ratchet music. You know what I'm saying? Like we all like some type of
Some
music to get us hype, because I think you need a little something, a little bit of that. So we all like some type of matching music.
What you think about the Young Money, Lil Wayne situation, whole Lord situation?
Wow, Wayne and Baby, Young Money situation. I think it's just crazy, but sometimes that's how stuff happens, especially when business is involved and you have a relationship with a person. You know what I'm saying? That's how they tell you, don't mix the two together. You know what I mean? Not saying that you can't work with somebody in your family, but it's a conflict. You know what I mean? I feel like he should let him out the contract, because it's like, this boy been with you since he was young. But on a business side, he looking at it like, nah, because he making me money. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's just that's a touchy situation. I don't know, because I
don't need a what's the name situation with Jay-Z and Baby.
Oh yeah.
Baby was trying to,
yeah.
I don't know how that ended up,
but my thing I don't like that Baby is letting Young Thug feel like it's okay to come out with the Carter. Name his album after Wayne. Like, I don't think that's cool. Like, I feel like he should just been like, look, you can't do that. Let's just, you know what I mean? Like, let the situation be between them two. You know what I'm saying? Then he got on the album cover, he got the little cap and gown on too and everything. I'm like, what?
That's official, or that's like
no,
somebody made that? Because Casby.
No, it's official. It's him. He said it.
Go through my research.
And he said that's what he named his album. Like, why would you want to do something like that? Like, I just feel like it's just getting messy, and I just feel like Young Thug should stay out of it. Come up with a different title. Like, don't name it the Carter 6 when he supposed to be coming out with the Carter 5, and the man ain't releasing his album.
The man having struggles. Right?
Yeah, so it's just a touchy thing, because like I said, it's on a business side, but then it's like he raised him, but it's just caused a conflict. I don't know, like.
He supposedly went ahead and paid him $50 million, so the lawsuit got dropped.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a lot going on. Man.
Yeah, it's a lot going on in this industry.
With the whole, entertainment side of things, I'm not sure if you saw the footage with Plies.
When he got slammed? Yeah, I seen it. I mean, like, this is my thing too. This is how I feel too when it comes to like celebrities, or I feel like you can't always feel like you could just be disrespectful to people who buy your music or who look up to you, or I think it's just a level of respect, you know what I'm saying? And from what they were saying was he was being disrespectful to the dude, because the dude told his side of the story. The dude he was beat up, but whatever. He was just saying, like, he was trying to tell him, like, look, like I'm a fan, like I messaged you. He's like, he was being disrespectful. So he felt like, look, like I'm a man too, like you're not about to disrespect me up here. And he's like, he just slammed him. That's how it happens sometimes.
Like, as far as how it got escalated, you think, like, whose fault is that? A lot of people, got these little stuff on Instagram talking about
insecurity.
The security should have did.
Yeah, I mean that's what security is used for. You know what I'm saying? Yes, security should have been on point. You know what I mean? But I also feel like if Plies was disrespectful to the guy that was a fan of his and showing him respect, that he shouldn't have did it like that. Because a lot of times celebrities feel like they could just talk to you any old kind of way, treat you any old kind of way, like you're not a person. It's a lot of stuff. You got that situation. You got the DMX situation that is just crazy to me.
With the whole DMX situation.
Some guy said he got DMX robbed him at the gas station when DMX was here in Newark at the Pack or whatever. And people like, listen, where's the footage at? Like,
everything got footage.
Yeah, and come on, a gas station like that, and then where the gas station was at, come on, they have to have footage. And he said DMX robbed him, took his money. And I'm just like, okay, come on now. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I mean, you can't put nothing past nobody nowadays, but it's still hard to believe that he, him and his people robbed the boy or robbed the guy. They took his money. I think the dude said he had like $3,000 or something.
On him?
Yeah, but he lying.
It must have been somebody else's money that came up missing while he had his son.
So who knows? It's just so much and entertainment and stuff that goes on. You know.
Here, does Teesh the Writer watch battle raps?
Yes, I do. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, I watch both. I watch female battle rap too. And I watch the guys battle rap too.
Did you catch the last one with what's his name?
What was it? Vets versus somebody.
I don't think I saw that one. I saw the one. It was Murder Move versus Loaded Lux. That was one
I
that
see
I
that
just
one.
saw.
I don't think I've seen that one, but I seen
But you
Murder
know who
Mook
both-
battle rap.
You know who both of they are. Who both of them guys are, right?
Yeah,
All right. So you didn't see the.
I didn't see that one, but
so
I
who do you think won then?
out of them
You
two.
can go watch it later.
Oh man,
And who
I'm gonna
you-
go off of who I like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
but I don't know. Oh man, that's crazy. Murder Mook, he got it.
You think
Yeah.
he bodied him? He over here saying nah. My man loaded. Go watch that.
I'm gonna go watch it. That's a hard. Yeah, that's a good battle though.
Loaded my dude, but I'm just saying though.
Murder Mook, that's a good, like, them two, like, if you want to put somebody against each other, you got to put them two against each other. But, so, I don't know. I'm going to have to watch that.
I think Sway was there, K Slade, and them was doing the reffing, whatever.
Because Murder Mook, they both do, but I don't know. I just like Murder Mook's, not even just how he spit, but his performance. I just like, you know, how he come at people.
That's definitely an animated sport right
Yeah.
there. It's not just.
So let me tell you, and let me tell you something. To be a battle rapper, you gotta have all of that. Like, cause they be disrespectful. Okay. They and the females be more disrespectful than them dudes when they battle rap. I just go like, I don't know, like.
Do you see yourself doing something
No,
like
no,
that?
no,
Like,
no.
nah, we be
It's
fighting.
a whole new. They disrespect. When I say nothing is off limits, your family, your kids, your mother, whoever.
Yeah,
So it's crazy. But in female battle rap, the one who
Yeah, what do you like in there?
female, I like Farrah Funeral. Like, I think she dope. Like, I just like her delivery and, you know, how she deliver, how she perform and stuff like that when she in the ring and stuff like that. But battle rap is a whole new different world. Like, this is crazy. It take a lot of time too.
Yeah,
You could tell the ones who is actually stuff that they have written. You know what I'm saying? Because you could watch somebody and watch how they progress, but you could also tell if from the jump if they was writing those bars to as time go on. Because if stuff ain't adding up, then you already know somebody wrote the stuff for them. But for a person that actually write their stuff, study for however couple of months that they take to get ready for it, and yeah, it's dope. It's crazy though, but I couldn't be doing no battle rap. Like, if you extra sensitive to certain stuff, you can't do no battle rap. Certain stuff, you gotta look away from certain stuff because they be in your face and all types of stuff.
Very
But,
disrespectful.
yeah, so. But battle rap, I like battle rap though.
I
So.
wouldn't recommend it. I got somebody that hit up the
Okay.
on Facebook. I'm just waiting for them to send a question. He's super slow with it. 20 minutes? 20 minutes to like, where my followers at? I think we could probably come back to that. You know what I mean? Or if they don't respond, edit their ass out. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. I think we touched a couple of bases on there. I was gonna go TV next, as far as the whole Empire and what's that other show?
Scandal.
Scandal.
Yes.
On the Scandal.
Yeah.
Empire. Like, you watch both or?
Yeah, I watched both of them. I know. Let me tell you, I wasn't watching Scandal for the first season. I just got hooked to Scandal like for the second season. I think this is the second season. It's the second?
I don't know. It's not the second season.
Maybe third.
Further in there.
You must be watching it too.
I don't watch it.
How you know this? If you got a lady in the house, you gotta have seen.
No, you got some dudes who watch Scandal too.
Yeah,
and I think what made me watch it was they were showing reruns and I started catching. I'm like, hold up, this why people be going on watching this? Okay, so I started watching that. Then I started watching How to Get Away with Murder that came on right after that.
That get you hooked.
Yeah,
You
yes.
right?
And of course I watched Empire. I ain't gonna say who didn't watch Empire, but let me tell you, this is why I like Empire. I like Empire because I don't know, maybe because it was music based, like, you know what I mean? Like, then it showed you really what goes on when you trying to be in this industry. With family, with friends, the music side of it, and a lot of people was like, oh, why they have to put this on you? Why wouldn't it? It's life. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of people that got a problem with people being gay on TV. And my thing is, at the end of the day, you have gay people in people's family, and they deal with the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? You have people who come out and their parents or their family want to disown them. It's the same thing, and it's life. You got people who, oh, why they gotta have this show on? It's already bad that black people is, people looking at us like all we do is sell drugs and go to jail. And okay, but it's real life though. Like, how many people that we could say that we know that, whether in our family, that been in jail, you know what I'm saying, they come out, they've been going for years, you know what I'm saying, they get in trouble for other people, but they just do it, and it's life, you know what I'm saying, and that's just what it is. So, I feel like people have something to say about everything. So, but I thought Empire was good though. I know I tuned in and watched it. Yeah, like it's
like P. Diddy was a super villain.
I heard Diddy had some issues with that.
Yeah, like it's like mad people just like, oh, it's based on me. It's based on my life. Well, that's about me. Like, what you mean? Like,
You don't think that might be possible? They just wrote that off of,
Now I do know this one thing though. The director Lee Daniels is certain parts in that movie that was him when he was younger. Like the part about the little boy being gay and coming out, like that really happened. Like being put in the guard, that happened to him. So it's elements that he had to deal with, but he just put it into the, the movie. So it's real stuff. A lot of times people always want to sweep stuff under the rug and don't want to talk about it, but we like, oh, we can't talk about gay people in our culture. Why? It's gay people in our culture. You know what I'm saying? Or we can't put nothing on TV about females going through abuse or sexual abuse. Why? It happens. You know what I'm saying? It's something to talk about. We push it under the rug because we don't want people to know. But that's how stuff build up, and that's how people don't deal with stuff. And black people, they feel like, oh, we can't talk about it. We gotta keep everything a secret. For what? But some stuff need to be broken. You know what I mean? Like, just like black people got a problem with, like, oh, we can't go to a therapist. That's for white people. If you need to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can't talk to people in your family. You know what I mean? Everybody doesn't have a relationship with their family like that. So if you need to talk to somebody, then that's what you go do. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? But stuff is culture driven, and a lot of stuff we gotta break off from it. We just do. You know what I'm saying? Because the way stuff is going now it's just gonna continue to be a cycle, and it's just gonna be a problem.
What do you do for fun, basically? Like, what's going on in your life?
I like anything that has to do with art. Like, I like art shows. I like going to art galleries. I like doing the fun stuff like bowling, pool. Even though I don't know how to play pool, but it's okay though. I still like to have fun with it.
Like you know how to play pool, though. Like you sharp with it.
I can't get the structure of pool for nothing. But I mean, I still like to have a good time. But wine tasting is cool too. Like I did that a couple times. I just like different stuff. Of course, like a movie, the normal stuff is okay. I'm like a movie person. Like majority of the time, I could be in the house watching movies. You know what I'm saying? Like clubs, it depends. Like sometimes, like it depends. You know what? I was never like I would go to clubs, but I was never the type of chick that was like club. I gotta go to a club every weekend. Like it get old. I mean,
Seem like the type, though.
yeah, like it's okay sometimes. I'd rather go to a lounge or something than the club.
Yeah.
I guess because you got some clubs that's real small. I don't like a lot of people, like different. But
People be all dancing.
yeah, sweaty. The smells. I can't take it. Germs. I don't.
Don't go to no young parties either.
Oh my God! Let me tell you, the only time that you see me in the club like that is if when it comes to like you gotta go there to promote. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta be seen. Yeah, they playing your stuff. That's it. But other than that, I don't. You got females that don't watch. Like it just be too much. Dudes. I don't know. Like you can't ask me about clubs because I just be like, now she knows she was coming to the club, so.
Yeah, right?
Like,
You ain't just chill out tonight.
yeah, you ain't got a skirt on. Yeah, you got a skirt on. You ain't clean. That's nasty. Like, I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. So that's basically what I like to do. Yeah, just one thing that I want to do too, though. Like I tried that one time. I think we gotta do that this summer. It's like paintballing. I tried it once. That mess hurt.
Yeah, paintball.
Heck yeah. I tried it one time. I was like, nah, I'll come back. We'll do it another time. But fun stuff. I like real mellow stuff. You know what I mean? Like lounges where it's like, I like stuff with a live band too.
Oh, okay.
Like jazz club, jazz lounges and stuff like that. That's what I like to do.
Nice little zone.
Yeah.
Right there. Nothing too ratchet over the top. It's nice and mellow.
I can't do it.
No surprises.
It's just like too much. And I guess too, like for me, like I ain't gonna say all the people. When you get older, it's like certain things change. Like you don't want to do the same old stuff no more. Like so, yeah, it's like you did it already. Like they doing the same old stuff. It's like go to the club. You see the same old people. Majority of the time, people who club hop go to the same old club all the time. Like, yeah.
But look, if you ever go to the club, make sure you take a picture. I have a one pick, one flick. Post it on Instagram. Yeah, we be heavy in that club.
I know, like y'all used to.
That's a lifestyle right there.
Niggas, y'all be everywhere, every club.
Everywhere.
If it ain't you, it's your people. I'm telling you, like y'all used to be at Malibu.
Yeah.
I used to go to Malibu sometimes.
Word. I don't even think we knew each other back then either. When we used to be hitting the Malibu. Malibu was what's the name of them? Burnt Malibu's down. City Sins and
Yeah, they used to.
Swag.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah,
They
they.
had all them parties. And
Yep.
Malibu was just not the same no more. I think they turned that club all the way up.
Yeah, man, I've been there like a couple times, maybe like 2 or 3 times.
That was our young days, boy. We was running through them clubs like it was nothing. A
Yeah,
lot
so.
of cats trying to do that now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, it is what it is. It's a lot of money out there. There's a lot of business. A lot of
Yeah, of course, because it's you got in the same area. You got 2 or 3 clubs. Like in Elizabeth, you got one club here,
Yeah.
down the street there, back there. Yeah,
Malibu,
Coco Bongo, whatever.
everything right there. But it's crazy though, because some clubs will still get filled up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it do. It be. Let me tell you, it's big packed in clubs like All Stars. Oh my God, that's one place I can't go. But
Club life. I mean, you gonna have to go there.
yeah, that's what I said. Like when it comes to that, then that's okay because that's what I do now. But me just going like for my own leisure,
Yeah.
I'd rather do something else. Like if I don't have to be there.
All right, bet.
What's going on? It's your girl Teesh The Writer. I'm just wrapping up my interview on Long Days, Late Nights. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Teesh The Writer BMEG, Twitter at Teesh The Writer, SoundCloud, Facebook, Reverb Nation, Teesh The Writer. Make sure you look out for my 2 EPs that's coming out, Memoirs of a Songwriter and Writer's Block. BMEG. We doing it, grinding, working hard.